Remember to click like, subscribe, the bell notification, and whatever else YouTube has you clicking on to support us. What's up, everyone? I'm the Kashino Comic for the Toku and Animation News Network, and today is another IDW Godzilla comic. This time, the third issue to Godzilla vs. America. Godzilla vs. Boston. Boston? Really? Boston. Okay. After devastating Chicago, Godzilla made his way towards LA. There, we got to learn how to take the subway during a Godzilla attack, how aggressive driving can save your life, among other details. Now, Godzilla sets his sights on Boston. These stories are written and drawn by Steve Orlando with Matt Amons, Jesse Lonergan, Hannah Cha, and Hayden Sherman, while I have no disrespect towards the others. I will say Hannah Cha's story is the one that intrigues me the most. She is a children's book author and illustrator compared to someone who typically works in comics like everyone else who has worked on this book. I enjoyed the LA issue far more than I did with the Chicago one. However, I have to say, of all the current Godzilla series IDW is doing, this is my least favorite. Can vs. Boston change that? Watch to find out. The characters and plot. 4 stories, meaning 4 sets of characters and 4 different plots. It's set in 1888 with a captain telling the tale of a great whale when a scarred stranger gives his story of meeting what he calls the devil. Suddenly, Godzilla attacks the port, though things do not go his way as he gets an eyeful in return. Following Gorilla Whale comes Godzilla vs. the lobster that attacked Boston. With a title like that, it has to be good, right? The story is kind of like a silent issue in a way, but there is a bit of dialogue. For the most part, however, it's just images showing us a lobster attacking Boston, Godzilla comes to fight it, and that's that. Make Way for Mothra, the third story, is told and drawn just like a children's book. Godzilla comes across Mothra's egg in the ocean and takes care of it until it hatches. Mothra then starts to explore the world to learn about herself. Add in a touch of city destruction, and you have the most adorable Godzilla story ever made. The final adventure is the Green Line. It's about a pair of light rail workers who use the Green Line to lure Godzilla away from the city. Or at least, that is their hope, which doesn't work out the way they anticipate. There's a reason why Godzilla is there. Overall, it wasn't a bad batch of stories, with the Mothra one being the highlight. I do think these ones are better than some of the ones found in LA, and most certainly better than all of the ones in Chicago. The monsters! There's Godzilla, Godzilla, and more Godzilla. The various takes on Godzilla are interesting, but I do like that we get some other monsters here, such as Mothra, a giant crab, and Minya. The artwork. Make Way for Mothra definitely had my favorite pieces of art. I really loved the watercolor style as if it were the children's book it was mimicking. There is quite a bit of detail on Godzilla and Mothra as well. Another piece I found amusing was the marquee sign at the movie theater in the Green Line. It has some good nods to the franchise's history. I can't say I really felt anything for the giant crab story. The art is just there. It reminded me too much of the how to use the metro system narrative that was in the last issue. Finally, the first story featured some great visuals from Emmons, with this piece of Godzilla burning Boston being my favorite. While none of the stories were inherently bad, Make Way for Mothra is without a doubt the selling point of this comic. I would love to see that given its own hardcover book. Hell, expand on the stories. Have a multitude of mini stories in that art style from Cha that's geared towards children. It would sell immensely, and the possibilities are endless. Until next time, bye.